Hello, I'm Fred Briggs. On behalf of the Villages Homeowners Association, we thank you for joining us on today's golf cart adventure. The Villages is the world's largest golf cart community, and every day we enjoy the unique opportunity to drive our golf carts to a variety of destinations. It's a fun and convenient way to get around, and a large part of why we moved here in the first place. Whether this is the first time you've driven a golf cart, or it's been a while since your last ride, the Villages Homeowners Association would like to share some information to make your new form of transportation as safe and as enjoyable as possible. We hope you enjoy.
Hello, I'm John Rohan, Director of Recreation here in the Villages. There is so much to do and see here, and as many of you know, many of our residents choose to get from place to place by golf cart. Today we'll discuss proper driving techniques, insurance, vehicle maintenance, our multimodal pass, and the role law enforcement here in our community plays. Let's get started. Learning about golf cart safety, features, and equipment is key to successful driving. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to the basics of golf carts and low-speed vehicles, or LSVs, as well as the tools that help enable safe vehicle operation. But before we go over the safety features and equipment, let's talk about the differences between a golf cart and a low-speed vehicle. It doesn't matter if you're headed to a round of golf or dinner on town square. The Villages offers so many ways to make your way around town. Multimodal pass, neighborhood streets and marked roadside lanes, allows drivers a safe and convenient way of getting from place to place in a golf cart. Both low-speed vehicles and golf carts can take advantage of our multimodal pass throughout the community. While low-speed vehicles can't be driven on the marked roadside golf cart and bike lanes, they can be driven in the regular vehicle traffic lanes. To accommodate golf carts crossing major roads in our hometown, the Villages offers bridges, tunnels, and designated golf cart crossing points. Examples include El Camino Real, County Roads 466 and 466A, and Morris Boulevard. Unlike golf carts, LSVs can cross these major roads in irregular vehicle traffic lanes.
Hi, I'm Mark Gallo. I'm the Director and Lead Instructor for the Villages Homeowners Association Golf Car Safety Training Program. Unlike golf cars, only licensed drivers can operate a low-speed vehicle, which must also be registered, tagged, and insured. Besides the standard safety features, LSVs are also required to have a roll bar assembly, windshield wipers, upgraded brakes, backup lights, and seat belts. It's important to remember that golf cars and LSVs are motorized vehicles which must follow the same basic traffic laws, signs, and signals as automobiles. If you wouldn't do it while driving your car, you shouldn't do it in a golf cart or LSV. It's helpful to know that the safety features and equipment found on your golf car or low-speed vehicle are very similar to those you're familiar with on your car. Both golf cars and LSVs are required to have headlights, rear brake lights, and turn signals, creating a safer environment for residents driving in the dark, low light, or fog. It should be noted that there is no high beam mode for your headlights. One noticeable change for drivers is that the turn signal doesn't cancel itself out once they've turned. It has to be done manually. Some golf cars are equipped with a beeper that sounds or lights that come on when your signals are used to serve as a reminder to turn them off when finished. So do your best to remember to turn off your blinker after you've rounded the corner. It helps keep everyone safe. The make, model, and year of your golf car will determine the location of the horn. Some are found on the floor to the left of your brake pedal, and some on your instrument stalk on the steering column. Side and rear view mirrors are required for low-speed vehicles, but not golf cars. However, it is recommended that you get them for your golf car, making it easier to keep an eye out for surrounding vehicles. Mirrors come in a wide variety of styles, like the winking type rear view mirror that runs the entire length of the golf car and provides a panoramic view for the driver. Side mirrors can be mounted inside or outside your golf cart, with your turn signal indicator reminder lights mounted within them as an added option. Seat belts fall under the same category as side and rear view mirrors, required for low-speed vehicles, but highly recommended for golf cars. Recent statistics show that most golf car injuries could be avoided with seat belts. Without them, drivers and passengers are in danger of ejection caused by sharp turns or collisions. Seat belts are available for golf car drivers in several styles, such as shoulder, retractable, or standard. And remember, Village's Homeowners Association members receive a 15% discount on any safety equipment installed on their golf cars at any of the 3 Village's golf car store locations.
The Village's Lifelong Learning College offers a class that allows you to dive more deeply into the large network of golf cart thoroughfares in our community and the best way to get to the hot spots around town. If you feel you need some hands-on practice with your golf cart, we recommend using some of the larger parking areas within the community to practice and get comfortable. Regularly using a golf cart or low-speed vehicle with the right safety equipment installed is the first step to safely exploring the fun and beauty that make up the Villages.
Hi, I'm Denise Hegarty with the Villages Insurance. Purchasing insurance for your golf car or low-speed vehicle is an important step in the ownership process. The Villages Insurance offers multiple options to help protect the assets of their customers. One of the first big purchases residents make once relocating to the Villages is their golf car, which quickly becomes a primary means of transportation. Golf cars are an enjoyable way to get around town, but they also create liabilities for things you might not necessarily think about. From dented car doors to trips to the hospital, accidents happen, and that's why we purchase insurance. Golf cars are covered by insurance in a few different ways. The lowest form of coverage comes from your homeowner's policy when you don't endorse the golf cart onto that policy. This particular coverage is quite limited and fails to cover most things that residents use their golf cars for in our community. The next option involves specifically endorsing your golf cart onto your homeowner's policy. While this provides more coverage than the first option, it still leaves a level of risk in the unfortunate case of a bad accident. The Village's Insurance recommends the purchase of a separate golf car policy. These policies are relatively inexpensive. They keep golf car claims from affecting your homeowner's policy and provide a wide range of coverage options. The best protection for your assets is a personal umbrella policy. It is an inexpensive insurance that can overlay millions of dollars of liability coverage over all of your activities and assets. It's recommended that you buy a separate, standalone policy instead of adding umbrella coverage to existing policies. This way, if any changes occur to your automobile or home insurance, your umbrella stays in place. The prices are low and the coverages are exceptional for times when the unexpected happens and you need that level of protection. Make sure your insurance advisor reviews all of your policies, including your golf cart policy, to make sure that the underlying coverages match up with those required on the umbrella policy. It's important to note that a personal golf cart policy does not provide coverage if you are renting out your home and the renters are using your golf cart. This requires a separate policy. If this occurs, feel free to contact an advisor at the Village's Insurance to schedule an appointment. While insurance coverage is recommended for your golf car, it is required for low-speed vehicles. In the eyes of insurance, LSVs are considered equivalent to cars, which means they have to be registered and tagged with the Department of Motor Vehicles. This also means insurance is priced accordingly, making it more expensive to insure a low-speed vehicle than a golf car. The pricing of LSV policies does take into account your driving record and credit score. It's important to remember that modifying the speed of your golf car doesn't just cause problems with law enforcement, but also insurance. If it is determined that modification to your golf car affected the vehicle's performance and contributed to an accident, insurance coverage can be denied. No matter how you choose to insure your golf car, we wish you fun and safe travels throughout our hometown.
The right maintenance enables both safe driving and a longer life for your golf cart. It doesn't matter if it's gas or electric, there are a few things to keep in mind when owning and operating your golf cart here in the Villages.
Hi, I'm Tommy Ritchie with the Village Golf Cars. Today we're going to discuss maintenance on your gas-operated golf cart. Using the proper fuel in your golf cart is very important. Using a non-ethanol fuel cuts down on corrosion and carbon buildup in the car. The ideal tire pressure set by the manufacturers on golf cars is pretty easy to remember. Here at the Villages, we recommend 22 psi on the front, 24 in the rear. You can also check your sidewall rating to see what your tires are rated for. Here at the Villages, we recommend that you service your car every 2,000 to 3,000 miles or 100 hours. We'll have a specialist come out and work on your cart in the shop, and what they will check is the brushes in the starter generator, the belt tension and wear, the valve covers, and valve adjustments. It's recommended that you have your oil changed every 2,000 to 3,000 miles. A technician will drain the oil, refill it, and check it for proper level. They will also at that time come to the pedal assembly and lubricate all the points, check the brake cables, so you will have no future problems with it.
Hi, I'm Glenn Burkhan with the Villages Golf Cars. Let's talk about 3 things to keep in mind when it comes to your electric cart and its batteries. Number 1, how to charge them. Number 2, how to keep them properly filled. And number 3, what preventative maintenance you can do to give yourself that long-term protection you're looking for. In most cases, we recommend you charge your batteries after each use, but do not discharge your batteries completely. This can have a dramatic effect on their performance and even cause early failure. So whether you've just golfed 9 holes or have been moving around the Villages for the day, when you get home, plug your charger in and let it go to a complete shut-off. It's always nice to start the next day with a freshly charged set of batteries. About your charger, most manufacturers do not recommend the use of extension cords, but if you must use one, make sure that the gauge of your extension cord is equal to or heavier than your charger cord, and make your extension cord as short as possible in order for it to reach the cart. Make sure to be careful when you're working on your batteries because they contain sulfuric acid, which can be harmful. Always wear your goggles and your safety gloves. To check your battery water levels, you can remove the seat from its cart to open up the battery compartment. You may have a single point watering system to which you attach a jug to this connection. However, most carts do not have single point watering systems. Your batteries may have an individual cap, and there should be either 18 or 24 of them, or it may have a bar with 3 of them that you pop off the battery. You may have another type of bar which has 4 caps. Regardless of which one you have, remove the caps and then we can check the water level. If you find that you have a low cell or cells where the water level is below the lead plates, add just enough water to cover the lead plates. Then do your charge. When your charge is done to completion, now add more water to those cells to the appropriate level, that being about a ½ inch above the lead plates. Never fill the batteries and then charge the cart. Remember to use distilled water. It can be found at most convenient and grocery stores. About every 3 months, cart owners should check their cart battery compartment for loose connections of the cables and acid corrosion. Here we have one cable that's loose, and by taking a simple socket and wrench, we can tighten that up so we have good contact between the battery and the cable. Unlike gas golf cars, your electric car does not use oil, so no oil changes are necessary. So with a little minor maintenance, you can keep your golf cart running great, whether for the golf course or for just traveling around the Villages.
If you need any more help with your golf car, contact one of our golf car specialists and we'll be glad to help you with any problems.
Driving a golf cart around town is a new experience for many people, and learning your way around the Villages takes time. So take a minute to open a map and get familiar with the layout. But don't be afraid to ask for directions if you're lost or confused. Residents are very understanding and are quick to help. It isn't known as Florida's friendliest hometown for nothing. Just like you can get a speeding ticket in your car, There are laws and penalties for operators of golf cars and low-speed vehicles. Local law enforcement officials play an important role for drivers in our community, enabling a happy and safe lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Seymour with the Sumter County Sheriff's Office. On behalf of your local officials, we want to help you enjoy your time spent here in the Villages. It is important to remember that operating your golf car or LSV on the roadway is the same as any other vehicle. Today, we'll go over some of the necessary things to know, making getting around the Villages safe and easy. Remember to use both turn and hand signals. Sometimes items in your golf cart can block the view of your rear signal. That's why it's important to use your hand signal as well to help out surrounding drivers. Because no one ever wants a speeding ticket, golf cars should travel at a maximum speed of 20 miles per hour, while low-speed vehicles shouldn't exceed 25. Golf carts aren't allowed on roads with posted speeds of 35 miles an hour or more, so please stay on a designated golf cart path. We also ask you to avoid distractions like cell phones while driving, as they can cause problems out on the road. It's important that your grandchildren have a memorable time here in the Villages. Anyone 14 years or older is welcome to drive a golf car around town. Just remember that everyone has to follow the rules of the road, no matter the age. Spend some time with your grandchildren and talk about what they need to know in order to safely make their way throughout the community. Golf cars are considered motor vehicles and are treated as such. Individuals who have their driving privileges canceled, suspended, or revoked cannot operate a motor vehicle on Florida roads. You don't drink and drive in a car, so there's no reason to do so in a golf car or LSV. In order to avoid some serious consequences, we encourage you to make safe choices while out having a good time with family and friends. Now let's go over a few safety tips to keep in mind while traveling around town. Some golf cart paths are attached to the road, and the only thing separating the two is a painted line. When this happens, only merge into vehicle traffic once it's safe to do so. If you are on a golf car lane on the side of the road and you encounter an exit gate with a roundabout just beyond, do not proceed through the gate. There will always be a golf cart path to the left, right, or both that you can enter without going through the gate. Proceed to the path and not into the roundabout. Take care when it comes to making turns in your golf car in the community. If you intend to make a left-hand turn while driving your golf car in the golf cart lane, you will first merge into the vehicle lane prior to the turn, but only once it's safe to do so. Put on your left-hand turn signal and extend your left arm straight out. This informs cars traveling in your direction that you want to merge into automobile traffic. Check your rearview mirror and look to your left and behind to ensure that there is space for you to merge. Next, you will make the left turn when the oncoming lanes are clear. When driving in a golf cart lane and approaching streets to your right, be aware of automobile traffic passing you. One or more of those cars may want to make a right-hand turn crossing your golf cart lane in front of you. Please monitor their right turn signals. If the signal is blinking, they're probably going to turn right in the near future and may not be aware of you. Be prepared to stop and give way to the vehicle as it begins the right turn. There are a few safety tips to keep in mind while using the bridges and tunnels in our hometown. Please slow down and exercise caution when traveling on our bridges, as space can be tight and require a bit more attention. It is also important to utilize the mirrors conveniently located at the tunnels throughout the community. The mirrors offer an expanded field of view for the drivers, showing traffic in both directions. This tool helps prevent drivers from making unsafe wide turns when exiting the tunnels. I'm sure we've all seen drivers with the left leg dangling while driving around. That is not something you want to do. Make sure you keep your legs inside the vehicle. Also, please don't let your passengers stand while the golf car or LSV is in operation. I want to remind everyone that while driving on our multimodal paths, you'll encounter walkers, runners, bicycles, and even skaters. It's important to remember that we share the paths in our community, and showing courtesy can go a long way. We're here to help you with any troubles that may arise. Call 911 in case of an emergency and wait for help to arrive. Remember, we're here to answer any questions that you may have while operating golf cars here in Florida's friendliest hometown.
The ability to drive your golf cart pretty much anywhere in the community is just one of the things that makes the Villages a unique and exciting place to call home. By taking the time to learn about the operation of your golf cart, available insurance options, correct vehicle maintenance, rules of the multimodal paths, and the laws set in place to keep us safe, you're helping create an informed and safe driving environment. Enjoy cruising around in your golf cart. We'll see you soon around Florida's friendliest hometown.